Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use Miro boards. Just the basics. I'm not going to get into like in-depth advanced skills or anything like that. Probably not going to show you the way I use Miro boards because I try to push the system a little bit more, but that's kind of what I do. I'm going to show you just how to get started, just enough so you can see if it's something that you like. All right. The free account gives you 3 boards for free. I spent a long time, longer than I should have with 3 boards, deleting a board, creating a new one, deleting a board, and that way I'd have 3 in rotation, 1 for each class. Don't be me. Once you play with it 5, 6 times and you think, ooh, this is something I really want to get into and do, shoot me an email. Peter.Hemingway at kcsdschools.net. That's 1 M in Hemingway. I'll send you the link that they give out because they don't really advertise the fact that they give free teacher accounts for an education account. In fact, I had to talk to the company and they asked me why I wasn't using their product anymore or why I was just doing 3 boards over and over again. And I was like, I'm not buying it. You're giving me 3 boards, but it got really old deleting boards and making new boards only one day ahead. And the lady said, here, you're a teacher? Here. And she sent me a link. You fill out this application stuff. It's really not that in depth. The hardest part is proving that you're a teacher. You have to have an email account that's linked to an official school. And I sent them a link to our school's website and showed from a screenshot where I was listed as a teacher. I've also, one year, I sent them a picture of my school ID and my high school league pass because it had a year on it, and it had Lugoff Elgin High School listed and gave all the stuff. Something like that is really simple. Once you do it every single year, so once you do it, they license you for a full 365 days. Unless it's a leap year, then you get 366. All right, so that's all that background stuff. First, play with it, see if you like it. It's a really good interactive whiteboard. Now, typically you would click start a whiteboard, sign up for free. If you sign up for free, you're just going to get the 3 things. It's going to make you sign up in order to get the 3 boards to start playing with it. This right here, the unlimited teammates for free, is new. We used to, an educational account, you would get unlimited boards, unlimited folders for those boards, which is someone that wants to organize their stuff, really important. And you used to be limited to 30 teammates. Now you have an unlimited number of teammates, which means you technically, if you wanted to, could create a team for your students to collaborate and work on boards. They wouldn't be able to have an account, so they couldn't make new boards all on their own, but you could make a board that's shared with them. I haven't thought that through 100% because that's new since the coronavirus, and I haven't played with that feature yet, but it's in the back of my head. If I do, I'll let you know. All right, so I'm going to click login because my personal email account already has its. I have multiple Miro accounts. But you would just sign up for free over here or start a whiteboard. Either one, it's going to ask you your name, just what it's going to put in there. I don't get detailed. I just tell them my name's Peter. My email address, and then I make a password. That's all it is at first. Or you can even sign in with Google. I'm not going to because I'll bring you to my school account and I don't want to overwhelm you. So I'm going to show you just the basic stuff. 4 minutes into the video, I've already talked too long. One downside, Miros take a little bit to load, but there's a lot of stuff in there. When I say a minute, there you go. That's how long they take. So right now I have no boards. They have templates built. I haven't found a template that I like, but then again, I get picky sometimes. Typically, if I'm in here, I'll just start a new board, and I'll just make a board. Yeah, great. All right. I will just make a board, build it ahead of time. This is like my lesson planning zone. Now, there were times when I just made a whiteboard, sent the share thing for the kids, and I just worked out my math problems on the fly. So like I had my lesson somewhere else, and this would be like where we classwork. But you play with it, you do what you want. Yeah, they link up with Slack. I am not Slack, and yet I am. All right. Visual notes are kind of cool, but that's kind of an advanced thing to play with. Same thing with all the different notes. A lot of that stuff. I'm just going to show you real quick what you can do. Now, it's a whiteboard, right? They're going to, and as you, this is your first time doing this, and with this account, I haven't gotten into Miro in a long time, so it's not going to always show you a ton of updates. It's going to show you updates of things that have changed since the last time you were a part of this. I'm going to move my screen down just a little bit because I cut off some stuff that you guys are going to want to see. All right. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can bring in files. You can upload almost anything onto a Miro board. That being said, Miro board has a really good zoom power, and you can get yourself in trouble when you start doing things that can become pixelated. I really like putting in images, and like if I have a PowerPoint, I'll download I'll save the PowerPoint as images, and then I'll upload all of the images at once, and I'll just move them around where I want. But that's you people that have done that. Smart Drawing's really cool. It is, I'll show you, it has an AI in it, and this one's probably messed up because I don't write on it very much. I usually write on my Promethean board. So I'm here, right now I'm just gonna grab my finger, that one right there, but I normally would log into Miro on my board. I give my kids the link so that this screen that you see right here is on their screen. The only thing they won't have is this toolbar on the side because I don't let them edit my board. That's in the back of my head, I'm toying with it. So if you were logged in right now, everybody in my class would see that I wrote hey on the board. Right? That's really kind of cool and powerful. Or let's say I'm going to do a Google Safe search to bring in an image. Now my internet's going to go slow. So things I like putting on here. All right, let's write on a chalkboard because that's kind of fun. Right? So I'm here. I have this thing, and I can move that object around. You people that have used Active Inspire a whole lot, it is almost as intuitive as Active Inspire. In some ways, it's more. Y'all know, like Active Inspire, you write a word on the board, it immediately becomes an object that you can move around and manipulate. Same thing here, right? Like that's there, that's my chalkboard, and I can write in white now. My finger handwriting is not good. This is technically finger writing, right? Good morning, class. And you get to see that I am not good at writing with my finger, right? If I have that and I click the little object guy, I can now move that G, right? What's cool is right now my entire class would have this board on their screen. And when I move that D, it would move on everybody's, all right? Or, you know, I can just do like that, and now I can move everything, except somehow I didn't get the A. And you would complain, but that is just like Active Inspire. And I should have noticed that was going to happen because there you go, now I have the A. It made little boxes, if you can see little boxes around all of that. So now you can see what was grabbed. And, you know, that's there, and if I shrink it, I meant to shrink on the corner, not up and down. Right? Just like an Active Inspire, except it keeps thinking I'm doing that way. I can shrink that stuff. If I can actually grab it right, I keep missing. Way easier on my board than it is on my laptop, right? However, it's an interactive, infinite whiteboard. So like, I remember in Active Inspire, I'd have a screen and something would get written big and I'd have to like shrink it up a little bit because I didn't want to go to a new page because I was still working that same problem. You don't run out of space, you just move over a little bit and then you can go. Some cool things, Smart Drawing is really, really awesome. I'm gonna warn you right now, you want to play with Smart Drawing a lot before you use it in class because it learns. See if it's going to clean up a little bit. See how it finished that up? How you write. You see how it fixed my Y? Now I haven't used this very much at all on this account, so it's still kind of scratchy. But if you write on that board every single day and you have Smart Drawing turned on, it's built in with an AI. It learns your handwriting, and you can train it to figure out what you want it to do. So like I teach math. You guys that don't know that already, I have on my board in my classroom, I have trained it how to make that become a perfect square root symbol. And it gets as long as I end up writing it. It turns this top up here into a line. Oh, by the way, one of the things I like with Smart Drawing, if you scribble through something, it automatically erases. So there's no like fist smudges or go back and choose eraser. I write something, that, right? And if I don't like it, I just scribble it out. It's convenient for me because if you ever saw my notes when I was a student, that's what I did then. But there's cool like auto things in there, like if I do this, it makes a sheet of poster. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw the Smart Drawing mode is temporary. I'm at my house. I am not on the expensive internet. I am on the cheap internet. Does not happen to me a whole lot at school. Now it's all gone. All right, so that, I'm not taking this video again. You're gonna just see me mess up. That becomes a post-it note. There you go. That's the code for a post-it note. And if you're not sure what Smart Drawing can do, if you hit this little question mark, get there, it shows you its built-in default tools. And if you hover over it, it'll show you it drawing. Like, let me go here. It shows you the process for how to make it and what it will turn into. There's other ones that they haven't put on this little thing. You will find out, because I don't remember them all because it's been a long time since we've been in the classroom. But I was in class a number of times as they were updating things, and I did something, and I can't remember what it turned into. But it turned into something that I didn't know. It was an object tool that I didn't know I could make. I think it was a note or something like that. But that's pretty cool. The connection line's pretty nice because then those objects are not locked together, but if you move them, the arrow will keep going. So, like if I'm working on something and I move it over, it's there. I don't want to get too long. This is supposed to be basic stuff. Lots of cool things. One thing I want to show you real quick, if I click share, all right, first I have to title the board. Titling the board, really simple. Here's it says untitled, you'll see my cursor. I just click there, and here it is, PD video, why not, right? Blah, 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 blah. I can duplicate it. I like making a master board for a class, and then I duplicate it in my folder for an actual specific class. So I'll make Algebra 2 lesson 2.3, make that board, and then I'll do a duplicate of it and put that in a folder for spring of 2020 fourth block or something like that. All right, so that's there. I can just click this share button, although I can always save it and hit the blue one. I can invite people to edit. That's not really that good. Anyone with the link can view is my handy one, and I copy this. Notice I have a code so I can email people and say you can edit this board. I have a different code that I can email. It's just a link that's going to be made where they can see the board. That's usually what I do. I copy that and then I put it in Google Classroom. Always been an announcement. It might be part of classwork now. I'm still thinking that through, right? And then my class gets trained that they go into the room, they go to Google Classroom, they expect to see a link for that day's Miro. I don't do a Miro every single day, but most days we do. And they click it, they go in. Another really cool thing down here, last thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to let you guys go. Screen sharing, if I click this, it's hard to demo this with it's just me on this board, right? I click that, this is when I'm running a class, I click start, and then once I'm right here, everybody that's on the link follows me. So when I move, it's still thinking, my phone is ringing. When I move this board, everybody is on the same page as me. which is really